How you doing there, folks? Recent development in the Gregory Allen Elliott case there happening in Toronto, and it kind of motivated me to speak to this a little bit more than I have online. I'm going to make a video about it. And for those of you who don't know, some social justice whiner went up and threw coffee all over a couple of Greg's pieces that were hanging up in a coffee shop. I'm not going to get into the coffee shop because the social justice whiners are attacking the coffee shop online. Surprise, surprise, surprise. But I am going to speak to this on a couple of different levels here because I do own some artwork, believe it or not. I have taste of what's in my mouth. Now, I think that we should call this the Brew-lin wall incident, and I think that this is really, really poignant. We shouldn't pay attention to these social justice whiners. And I would call it the Brew-lin wall because they are trying to stop open, honest discussion from happening. They don't want anybody from having an opinion that is different from theirs. So there's the one piece that they attacked at Greg's. There's the other piece that they attacked at Greg's. Now here I'm going to call this my CVQ and my art appreciation. Okay, this is what I own. It's currently in hawk, but I own it. So there's Jamie Bennett. Can't remember who that was. That's T-Board and Lassie. You can look that up. Eddie LePage, Canadian artist. You can look him up. Good piece. Can't remember who. I'm going to say to you, heads up there, social justice warriors. Don't make me haunt you. I believe this is Susie Luke. This is a Ward Shipman. Great guy. Talked to him a couple times. This is Paul Hodgson, member of the Group of 11 out of Toronto, which is kind of like a smaller or less known version of the Group of 7, another Canadian, famous Canadian kind of group of painters. Unknown artist, can't remember who it is, but I like the piece. This I call the clam. Again, unknown artist. I like the piece. I bought it. I support artwork. Okay. This is Judy Brignall. I love her fucking work. Okay. Really love her work. Bought 2 pieces, 3 pieces. I'm standing on guard, as we should, for art here, there, folks, and true art. And I'm going to say, don't incur my wrath. Again, this is a Judy Brignall piece to kind of poke fun there a little bit. This is Shirley Elford. For those of you who don't know, she redesigned the Juno Awards, Canadian Music Awards, a few years ago. I do own a piece of hers. I do have an interest in art, and I've followed art for quite some time. Now, from this incident here, stemmed this gentleman right here. Now he says that he's the guy that was attacked, that got caught in the spray, and he goes into an attack on MRA, non-feminist, kind of shit here. He rages on MRA's non-feminists, basically. Now I'd like to point out to him and everybody else here that really I'm getting tired of the lies and bullshit put out there by feminists and social justice whiners about non-feminists and those of us who are saying, hey, we've got issues that we need to deal with for our sons, brothers, and fathers. And, that's not to say that we don't care for our daughters, sisters, and mothers, but that we care equally for both. And I'm getting tired of this bullshit. They are permitted to libel and slander people online without, and expect people not to make a response. And when people do make a response, they throw out, all the insults and all the lies and all the rhetoric and ad homs. You're a misogynist, you hate women, blah 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 blah. Bullshit. Now I'm going to point out that I walked to Toronto to raise awareness about male suicide. This is only your sons, brothers, and fathers we're talking about here. About 8 a day. There's 11 papers for women's mental health on the Canadian Mental Health Association. About 1 for men. That's fucking deplorable, considering men are about 76 to 77% of all suicides in Canada. Remember that, there, sir. You know what? We are the people who are speaking out against this. And when I did speak out about that, I got laughed at. I was mocked and laughed at by Big Red. Yeah. Fucking winning move there. Is this your feminism? I'm asking you. Because, this is my response as an MRA and an egalitarian. All that means is that I advocate or I'm an activist. In third world countries, you know what? I'm a human rights activist because I fucking know that tyrants don't give a rat's ass about whose back they break to make their fucking money and power. Second thing I'm going to point out is that when I got to Queen's Park, I fucking went into a 9-day hunger strike. Let me tell you about that suicide thing. There's nothing like being told by the legal system you are a second-class citizen to put a person in the frame of mind to kill themselves. So I, knowing that fact, launched into a 9-day hunger strike to advocate for equal services, not the erasure of services for women, but equal services for men that women get for domestic violence. Equal. Not erasure there, sir. And I'm really fucking tired of the likes of Steph Guthrie, Riley, and fucking Ashley Ingalls, and the fucking other asshats that are around there lying about men's rights advocates and activists. Doesn't mean we're anti-woman. We may be anti-feminism, but that's an ism. It's not a demographic of society. Unlike feminism, which is anti-male and seeks to lay the blame for all of society's problems at the feet of men. I hold women to a higher standard. I believe that they are equally capable of good and bad, unlike feminism. I also want to point out again, I believe that increases the value of Greg's artwork. And I would urge people to place bids on it and get in touch with him. Donate to his legal fund. This is fucking horseshit. Lying about people and defacing artwork in the name of their narrative because they don't like facts getting around and they don't like people defending themselves. This is absolutely unfucking acceptable. Danny Boy out, folks.